Why do some people say that Uhuru Kenyatta is behind the Linda Mwananchi movement? And the short answer is because in Kenyan politics, when a chicken starts crowing in a new compound, people first ask who carried the chicken there. I want us to unpack the reasons why Uhuru Kenyatta could be behind the Linda Mwananchi movement. The first reason why some Kenyans suspect that Uhuru Kenyatta could be behind the Linda Mwananchi movement is because Kenyan politics never believes in organic kind of growth. In Kenya, if a movement grows too fast, Wananchi suspect addition of fertilizer. The Linda Mwananchi movement wave has risen quickly around figures like Edwin Sifuna, figures like Babu Owino, figures like James Orengo, focusing predominantly on the cost of living, on taxes, and on youth frustrations. And in African politics, movements do not just appear. Luo elders were right when they said that the smoke tells you there is fire, even if you have not seen the flames. People see organizations, people see sound systems, people see transport, people see branding, people see crowds and ask, who is paying for all this tea and for all this fuel? That suspicion has naturally landed on Uhuru, even though leaders within Linda Mwananchi have denied Uhuru is the one funding them. You see, politics is like village gossip. If a goat becomes fat during drought, everybody investigates the owner of a goat. The second reason why Kenyans suspect Uhuru could be behind Linda Mwananchi is because Uhuru is a master of political incubation. The historical fact is that Daniel Toroitich arap Moi politically projected Uhuru in 2002 by making Uhuru KANU's presidential flag bearer. Kenyans have learned something. Uhuru himself was once a political project. And as Africans say, the child taught to hunt by his father becomes a hunter himself. So people assume Uhuru understands the business of creating successors and political vehicles. It is like a former mechanic opening a new garage. Even if he says he's retired, villagers still assume he's fixing engines at night. The third reason why Kenyans suspect Uhuru could be behind the Linda Mwananchi brigade is because Uhuru and Ruto have unfinished business. You see, politics is emotional bookkeeping. William Ruto and Uhuru went from political brothers to political divorced parents fighting over custody of the Mount Kenyan region. In 2013, they were political twins. In 2022, they became political landlords, suing each other over who owns the compound. African elders were right when they said that when two elephants fight, the grass suffers, but when they separate, the grass still watches. Many believe Uhuru still wants political revenge, not necessarily by running for the presidency, but by sponsoring discomfort. Not because revenge is necessary, but because in politics, forgiveness is public, but memory is private. It is like an ex saying to you, I moved on, but they're still busy checking your WhatsApp status at 2 a.m. in the morning. The fourth reason why Kenyans suspect Uhuru could be behind the Linda Mwananchi movement is because Linda Mwananchi sounds like Uhuru post-presidency strategy. Uhuru cannot constitutionally return for president, but Uhuru can influence who returns for the presidency. And that is where political godfathers operate. Think of it like football. A retired coach cannot enter the pitch, but he can choose the striker. And Linda Mwananchi looks very attractive because it is anti-establishment, it is youth-friendly, it is economically populist, and it is strategically anti-Ruto. And that makes conspiracy theories say that this recipe tastes like Uhuru's kitchen. The fifth reason why Kenyans suspect Uhuru will be behind the Linda Mwananchi brigade is because of the Sifuna factor. You see, Edwin Sifuna is a sharp, he is a combative, he is an urban, and is media savvy. In political terms, he's like a new smartphone, fast, loud, and always updating. Uhuru has historically backed polished, articulate leaders. Remember his backing of Raila Odinga in 2022, after the famous handshake in 2018. That taught Kenyans that Uhuru does not mind adopting new political sons. African elders were right when they said that a wise elder does not plant only one tree. Meaning, a politician keeps many options. The sixth reason why Kenyans suspect Uhuru will be behind the Linda Mwananchi brigade is because every opposition movement is accused of having a sponsor. And this is Kenya for you. If 10 young men gather under a tree discussing taxes, someone is going to say, who sent them? If your neighbor buys chapati fly in bulk, people are going to suspect the preparations for a wedding. Kenyan politics operates on suspicion, the way matatus operate on hooting, loudly and without evidence. Even Linda Mwananchi leaders insist their funding is grassroots and pooled among members, which may be true. But as Africans say, the drumbeat may be public, but the drama may be hidden. Is Linda Mwananchi Uhuru's project? Politically, it is possible. Factually, it is unproven. Psychologically, it is believable. And symbolically, it is very Kenyan. Because Kenyan politics works like inheritance disputes. The father may be dead or retired, but his fingerprints remain on the land title. And in Kenya, former presidents never truly retire. They simply move from driving the bus to sitting at the back and shouting, driver, hapo mbele, piga, honi. My name is Piketty. If it is your first time here, make sure to follow this channel and to subscribe for more political analysis.